No, I need the algorithm used to rank chess players.
Are you okay?
We're ranking girls.
You mean other students?
Yeah.
You think this is such a good idea?
I need the algorithm.
Mark.
I need the algorithm.
Hello everyone, I'm Anna, your cinephile host. Have you used Facebook today? Facebook is the biggest social network ever. With over 2.6 billion monthly active users as of the first quarter of 2020, Facebook grabs the biggest pie of social networks worldwide in more than 60 countries. The creation of this biggest internet nation was not only dramatic by itself, but also was dramatized in the movie The Social Network. According to the movie, its founder, Mark Zuckerberg, started the motion from ranking girls with a hot or not website at Harvard University.
One on the left. The right? That's to the right.
Still the right?
It works.
Who should we send it to first?
Dwyer.
Neil.
Who are you gonna send it to?
Just a couple of people. The question is, who are they going to send it to?
After they emailed friends and friends emailed their other friends, the viral effect caused the traffic of the site facemash.com to get 22,000 hits in 2 hours at 4 a.m. in the morning and crashed part of Harvard University's network for 4 hours. That's the debut of Zuckerberg. He later was invited by the Winklevoss twins to work on Harvard Connection, a social networking website exclusive to Harvard students and aimed at dating. But Zuckerberg approached his friend Eduardo Severin with an idea for the Facebook, a similar social networking website that would be exclusive to Ivy League students. Severin provides $1,000 in seed funding, allowing Zuckerberg to build the website, which quickly becomes popular.
Mr. Severin, what happened after the initial launch?
It exploded.
Everybody on campus was using it. Facebook me was a common expression after 2 weeks.
And, Mark?
And Mark was the biggest thing on the campus. It included 19 Nobel laureates, 15 Pulitzer Prize winners, 2 future Olympians, and a movie star.
Who was the movie star?
Doesn't matter.
The Facebook got 4,000 members at Harvard. Severin intends to commercialize it, but Zuckerberg wants to expand it to more schools first. When the Winklevoss twins learn of the Facebook, they are furious, believing that Zuckerberg stole their idea while keeping them in the dark by stalling on developing the Harvard Connection website. As the Facebook grew in popularity, Zuckerberg extended the network to Yale University, Columbia University, and Stanford, and started appointing his team members.
Okay, we are expanding to Yale and Columbia. Dustin, I want you to share the coding work with me. Chris, you're going to be in charge of publicity and outreach, and you could start by getting a story in the BU student newspaper. It's The Bridge.
They hate doing stories about Harvard.
Somebody at the newspaper will be a computer science major. Tell them that Mark Zuckerberg will do 10 hours of free programming.
Why do you want a story in the BU newspaper?
Because I do. Now here's the arrangement. Eduardo is CFO and owns 30% of the company. Dustin is vice president and head of programming, and his 5% of the company will come from my end. Chris is director of publicity, and his compensation will depend on the amount of work he ends up doing. Any questions?
Who are the girls?
Through the arrangement of a friend of Severin, Zuckerberg meets Sean Parker, the co-founder of Napster. Do you remember Napster? The pioneering peer-to-peer music-sharing internet software, typically encoded in MP3 format. Parker gives Zuckerberg $1 billion vision for the company, and he also suggests renaming the site simply into Facebook, without the. After the company moves to Palo Alto, Parker accidentally comes across Zuckerberg and promises to expand Facebook to 2 continents. In the meantime, while competing in Britain for Harvard, the Winklevoss twins discover that Facebook has expanded to Europe with Oxford, Cambridge, and London School of Economics, and thus decide to sue Zuckerberg for theft of intellectual property.
We tried talking to him ourselves, we tried writing a letter, we tried the ad board, and we tried talking to the president of the university. Now I am asking you for the last time, let's take the considerable resources at our disposal and sue him in federal court.
Come on.
I need a real drink. Screw it. Let's gut the frickin' nerd.
Meanwhile, Severin objects to Parker making business decisions for Facebook and freezes the company's bank account in the resulting dispute. But he relents and reopens the company account when Zuckerberg reveals that they have secured $500,000 from angel investors. However, after the company brings in a second round of angel investments, Severin becomes enraged because he discovers that the new investment deal makes his share of Facebook to be diluted from 34% to 0.03%.
You issued 24 million new shares of stock. You were told that if new investors came along...
How much were your shares diluted? How much were his?
What was Mr. Zuckerberg's ownership share diluted down to?
It wasn't.
What was Mr. Moskowitz's ownership share diluted down to?
It wasn't.
What was Sean Parker's ownership share diluted down to?
It wasn't.
What was Peter Thiel's ownership share diluted down to?
It wasn't.
And what was your ownership share diluted down to?
0.03%.
In depositions, the Winklevoss twins claim that Zuckerberg stole their idea, while Severin claims his shares of Facebook were unfairly diluted when the company was incorporated. In the wake of the legal action, Facebook keeps growing up. On the day when Severin was ejected by Sean Parker, the number of Facebook users surpassed 1 million.
What's the package?
Nothing.
Mackie. Yes, sir. Refresh.
Severin's name is removed from the masthead as co-founder. Later, Parker is apprehended for cocaine possession at a party celebrating the 1 millionth user. He attempts to blame Severin, so Zuckerberg cuts ties with him. In the end, Marilyn Delpy, a junior lawyer for the defense, informs Zuckerberg that they will settle with Severin and the Winklevoss since the messy details of Facebook's founding and Zuckerberg's callous attitude will make him unsympathetic to the jury.
What happens now?
Cy and the others are having a stake on University Avenue. Then they'll come back up to the office and start working on a settlement agreement to present to you.
They're gonna settle.
Oh, yeah. And you're gonna have to pay a little extra.
Why?
So that these guys sign a non-disclosure agreement. They say one unflattering word about you in public, you own their wife and kids.
I invented Facebook.
I'm talking about a jury. I specialize in voir dire, jury selection. What a jury sees when they look at a defendant. Close.
Once and for all, under the settlement agreement, the Winklevoss twins take $65 million and walk away. Eduardo Severin agrees to take an undisclosed amount of settlement and to have his name back on the masthead as co-founder till today. If you think the amount of this settlement is incredibly expensive, you would be shocked by the market value of Facebook today. It is worth $686.2 billion US, and its territory covers more than 60 countries. Its population and territory is bigger than many of the countries on the planet. Mark Zuckerberg becomes the youngest top 5 richest man in the world. I'm Anna. Let's Facebook Fun Day to find more English learning materials. And you can have more on Fun Day website. See you guys next time.
If I get in, I will be taking you to the events and the gatherings, and you'll be meeting a lot of people you wouldn't normally get to meet.
You would do that for me?
We're dating.
Okay. Well, I want to try and be straightforward with you and let you know that we're not anymore.
What do you mean?
We're not dating anymore, I'm sorry.
Is this a joke?
No, it's not.
You're breaking up with me?
You are going to introduce me to people I wouldn't normally have the chance to meet. What is that supposed to mean?
Wait, settle down.
What is it supposed to mean?
Erica,